Hey y'all, Simply Zoological here, and welcome back to the channel. But either way, thank y'all for joining me for today's video, which is a bit new. We are starting a brand new series. We'll get more on that in just a little bit. But as you can see, we're currently starting with a new entrance building in Prehistoric Kingdom. However, in just a second, we will be moving over to Planet Zoo. So for this series, it is a Prehistoric Kingdom versus Planet Zoo, as I'm sure you saw by the title. And what we're going to be doing is every once a month or every other month, depending on how we decide we want the video layouts to be, we will be putting Planet Zoo and Prehistoric Kingdom head to head to see which game design is better. So basically what that means is we're going to be building the exact same thing in both games to see which one we like better, or which game needs what improvements, that sort of stuff. But for this series in a Planet Zoo, which is what we're currently working in, we are in a tropical map, so a tropical biome. And in Prehistoric Kingdom, which is what we're now in, we will be in a desert map or a desert biome. So two completely different biomes, which I think will help give each zoo or each park as its own personality. And I'm really excited about that. However, I do wonder if that will affect the way we look at each zoo versus if they were both in a tropical map or desert map. But anyways, you can see here we are now working on a ticket booth for Prehistoric Kingdom, because in Prehistoric Kingdom you don't have actual ticket booths like you do in Planet Zoo. You have the entrances, which are also count as the ticket booths, to where Planet Zoo we have the information booths that we can use as ticket booths. But also, really quickly, I do want to go over the potential video format. So for this video, just to kind of experiment and see how this series would work, I put both sets of recordings in the same video, which is why we're kind of going back and forth between Planet Zoo and Prehistoric Kingdom. Now, I do think watching it back now, it is a little too hard to decipher what we're doing in one game versus the other. So my question to y'all, the viewers watching, is would y'all rather me continue the videos to be like this style where we go back and forth? We do one thing in Prehistoric Kingdom and then we move over to Planet Zoo and do something else. And then at the end we do a tour, which is what we'll do here in a little bit. Or would you rather take one whole month, like every other month or so, to dedicate to this series? And if we did that, we would do Habitat 1 in Planet Zoo or Prehistoric Kingdom, Habitat 2 in the opposite game, and then the third week of the month, we would do the tour for the two. So y'all let me know down below which one y'all would prefer. I personally think I would prefer the second option, but if y'all would rather me go back and forth between games how we're doing in this video, then I can totally do that as well. I do wonder with that, if we did do the first option, if it would be too hard to continue to decipher between the two games while trying to figure out which game is better, if that makes any sense. But overall, so far, I'm really happy with how these zoos are coming out. I am very pleased with how my skills have grown navigating Prehistoric Kingdom so far, and I'm really excited to continue to bring more Prehistoric Kingdom content to the channel, either way. But Also, I do want to really quickly go over our other Prehistoric Kingdom park that we have, which is called Pangea Wildlife Park. And as much as I love that park because that's the first park we are working on in Prehistoric Kingdom, I currently don't like the way that it looks nor the way that it's laid out. So what I'm thinking is I like the entrance and I like the Dryosaurus habitat, which is the very first habitat that we built for that park. But what I'm thinking is that we may go back. I'll off camera make a map and actually lay out the park how I actually want it to be, how I would with the zoo, for example. And then we will basically remodel the zoo to the new look that I'm wanting. Instead of quitting the park and starting a whole new park, I think that would be a better option versus having to start brand new, basically. But so again, let me know down below if you would be okay with that, or if you like prehistoric, or if you like Pangea Wildlife Park how it is, or if you would like to see a remodel. But anyways, going back to the actual video now, this video is a bit short, and I know I threw a lot of information at y'all for this first video, but I am really happy with how this is turning out. Now you can see the colors that I chose for the tropical Planet Zoo biome are blue and pink, and right now it's very cotton candy. And that's not really what I'm going for. I'm trying to go for more of a Caribbean style because in my mind, this particular zoo is located in the Caribbean islands somewhere. In Prehistoric Kingdom, we are located somewhere in Arizona. So I'm trying to kind of figure out the colors for this, and so during the tour, it won't be a live tour because I don't have the time this week to make a live tour, but it will be a cinematic tour of both, and then we will, starting next episode, we will do a live tour depending on which variation y'all pick as to what we are going to do video wise. So, but going back to the color scheme, in the tour, you will see the colors have drastically changed, and I'm still not exactly 100% happy with them. Prehistoric Kingdom, those colors haven't changed one bit. It's mainly just Planet Zoo that I'm kind of finicking with the colors a little bit, because with Planet Zoo, the colors on certain pieces are so diluted that it's hard to get a true tropical color feel to the piece itself. So I'm kind of finicking, trying to play around with colors, seeing exactly what colors I like, what colors I don't, and playing around with that still. So keep in mind that all of the colors you're currently seeing will definitely be remade or recolored, and they probably will be recolored again after the tour that you will watch later in this video. But anyways, so as you can see, we are now working on the door for this is going to be the gift shop for Planet Zoo, and same for Prehistoric Kingdom. This building is going to be the exact same gift shop, same interior and everything. However, when we get to habitat wise, the habitats, the shape of the habitat, and the main buildings of the habitats, like guest buildings, anything like that, will all be the same and in the same locations. But in the habitat decorating, like the foliage, the rocks, water, anything like that, will be completely different. And you'll see that in the next episode of PK vs. PZ, where we are going to be building for the American flamingo in Planet Zoo and the Coelophylacis in Prehistoric Kingdom. I hope I said that right. Let me know down below if I did or if I didn't. Please correct me if I did not say that right, because I am still very new to the dinosaur world, and I am still learning as we are working through Prehistoric Kingdom. Also, really quickly, how excited are y'all for update 15 to be later this month? The player test beta is coming out later this month, as I have just mentioned. If you don't currently have Prehistoric Kingdom, you can go get it right now. It is 30% off in the Steam store for their summer sale. So if you want it and you want to play update 15, you can go ahead and get it. It's on sale. This would be the perfect time to do that. But anyways, that's really all we have for this episode. We are just going to do a little bit of foliage work in Prehistoric Kingdom, and I think maybe a little bit in Planet Zoo. I'm not 100% sure. But as you can guess, we are doing scrubland, I think desert, and I think grassland are the biomes that we're using for the Prehistoric Kingdom. Sorry, I'm losing my words. For the Prehistoric Kingdom build, and then for Planet Zoo, we use the tropical foliage, which is basically a whole bunch of palm trees and some grasses and stuff like that. But anyways, that's really all I have for y'all today. We are going to, here in just a second after we build this quick little awning, we will move into the cinematic tours of both entrances. So let me know down below which entrance y'all preferred better, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.